if you hang out with your friends 5 days a week and all your friends don't give a shit about working out and they eat like shit, what do you think is gonna happen?
And that's a huge thing. Your environment causes a lot of cues and triggers for your bad habits already. You don't even know that yet.
Yeah.
So think about the groups that you surround yourself with. Because if you have people who like to hang out, drink, and eat, all the desserts and all the good food stuff at bars, and then you have a group here that their practices are to get up early, they do cardio together, they'll go to the gym to work out, they'll have a smoothie after, coffee, and then they'll go to lunch and at a healthy place or whatever. It's like there's a huge difference.
Yeah.
And you'll see the difference in their body, in their energy levels, in their mood. If you want to be this fit person, right, or to get fitter than you are now, you cannot hang out with the same people that got you to that, I'm sorry to say, that fat state. You can't. Are you having a hard time losing weight or sticking to your fat loss program? If so, then you need to be listening to us today. Welcome back to Behind the Strength, where we improve your health, wealth, and peace of mind. I'm Christian Alvarez.
And I'm Carlo. What's up?
What's up? I hope everybody out there is having a great day. And we want to thank everybody so much for tuning in and for that microwave going off. But thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for all the comments and all the suggestions of future topics. You can always reach us
You could reach us out on Instagram at strengthenyou, STRENGTH, the letter N, the letter U, or BTS at strengthenyou.com.
Yes, we welcome any comments. Please share with people. And, if you actually get something out of this, we love doing this. We love doing it because we've been through so many things together as entrepreneurs and as people who have raised a business. We're in the fitness and therapy business at Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And we've been in business for 8 years and we're growing. We started with absolutely nothing and we grew into a multi-million-dollar empire that's constantly growing.
Yep.
So we've been through a lot of stuff, and we'd like to help you through your stuff and in growing, as a person and as a whole, and giving you lots of fitness and health advice.
Yep.
Right. So today we want to talk and pinpoint particularly the main reasons why, people are hindered in progress when trying to lose weight. Like, why can't you lose weight? This could be a person that has a hard time with sticking to the program, or a person that is just like the scale is just not budging no matter what they do or what they think they're doing, right? So if you're having that issue, and we can relate to so many thousands of people out there, then you want to be hearing this stuff out, right? So what do you think is the biggest hindrance to people? Like, what is it that, like, I can't stick to a program or I just can't lose weight? What is it, man?
Not recognizing really outlining their daily habits, rituals, environments, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right? Because
nobody looks at that.
Because everybody looks at the outcome. Oh, I can't lose weight. I can't do this. I can't do all that. When in reality, the difference between the people who can do it and you is that the people who can do it actually reset and set up their life so they can do it.
So now it's not just this one thing, like all of a sudden, hey, I'm going to start going to the gym for an hour a day. It's not just that.
No.
Right? Because a lot of people think, hey, I'm going to start this new gym program. I'm going to go 3 days a week, so I should be able to lose all this weight.
So the path to real change requires looking at three things, right? The outcome, the desired outcome that you want. The conduit, so the system that gets the outcome. So the system, so the outcome, the system, and then the identity, who you really are. Who do you identify yourself with as that person?
Yes.
So those three things are the main drivers of change, but everybody looks at the later part, the lack of outcome.
Yeah, yes.
I tried this and look at that.
Yes.
I'm not getting this, or it didn't feel good, or this and that. When there's the other two are really lacking. You can't have 100% one thing, which is this
right.
outcome,
right.
without the 100% system and the 100% identity that you are this person now.
Yes.
Because I've seen a lot of people, and this really hinders them, that, okay, they're getting somewhat of the outcome. Their systems are pretty good, but they're still the fat person that they thought they were, right?
Well,
they still
it starts with that internal language that you have, that I can't.
Yes.
I'm never able to. I always lose only 5 pounds and I gain 10 back.
So
you start with that internal language.
So your job is now to start, like we were doing in yesterday's seminar, right? You start with is it a bottom-up perspective?
Yeah.
So let's peel back all the way to the identity part.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, I am Carlo. I am X. I'm 30 something years old, and I'm 200 pounds, but I want to lose 20 pounds, right? At what point now are you gonna identify yourself as the person who's 190 now? Who
Yes,
acts
and
this
you're
certain
not
way now?
200 anymore.
You're not that way. You're holding on to a
Yes.
level that was back then.
Well, that's a huge mental and emotional gap that people don't even understand. They don't even take that into consideration when they have a huge goal of, losing 20 pounds or 30 pounds. You really become a totally different person.
But we do in video games, right? We like say when Mario gets to a certain level, then he acquires all these attributes. You don't think back and like, oh, that's the little Mario that I started with.
Yes.
No,
But
you
don't
embrace.
think, but
yeah,
you
like
think,
I
yes.
am this new person.
But
I have this,
the
I'm
funny
this new
thing
character.
is, a lot of people don't look at their own life that way, right?
Well, they should.
They should, but they don't.
And we struggle with it all the time in
Of
terms
course.
of when you have a growing business.
Yes. We're not 2011
I still feel
anymore.
fucking
We're not
broke
2015
and
anymore.
scarce.
Yes.
Like no one's gonna come and
Yes.
and visit us and
Yes.
pay for what we offer.
But that's also part of what drives us is, okay, we just got to work harder then.
Yeah,
Okay, we
but
just
then-
got to do more then. We just got to.
And this is the vital conversation I actually had with Sheikh the other night when I told you I spoke to him. Sheikh is one of our friends, very very good
Mentor
friend,
of ours,
mentor. He does security for Russell Peters and all that stuff. So he's been in the game.
He's actually a tour manager.
tour manager as well, right? So I reached out to him and he's like, yo, man, like at what point are you going to accept that this is where you are right now?
Right.
That you were that before, but you are now this.
Right.
You are now at this level.
Right.
At what point are you going to accept that and operate accordingly?
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So at what point now are you going to be the 10-pound less you so
Yes.
you could get to the 40-pound less you?
Yes.
Because it's going to take that type of belief and understanding of what this is now. And recognition of of the new environment that you've created to get to the 10-pound less you.
Well, see, a lot of people don't even just break it down into simple, simple habits. It's kind of like let's just say if you were 20 pounds fitter, flat stomach, getting some abs, how would you look like? What type of delts would you have? What type of chest would you have? What type of back do you want to have? Okay, now go deeper than that. What type of workouts will you be doing? What type of breakfast will you be having at that point in time? If you were 30 pounds lighter now, okay, and you attain this massive goal, what are your habits like on a daily basis? What time do you get up in the morning? Are you still getting up at 9, barely rolling out? Or are you getting up at 6 a.m. to start cardio?
Yeah.
Because that fit person would be doing cardio. And if you're not doing that, then your habits and the things that you're doing are not aligning with who you want to be.
A perfect example is this, right? The quote unquote fatter you used to go to bed at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Used to have his phone right beside on the dresser.
Yeah.
And your clothes all over the place. But the 40-pound less you, for example, has his phone downstairs in the kitchen because they don't want to look at the phone at nighttime, so they could actually get a perfect night's sleep.
Good sleep, yes.
The first thing you look at isn't social media, isn't your emails. You're focused on you. You clean your room in the morning. Your running shoes are beside your bed to give you visual cues that you need to go for cardio.
Ready to go, yes.
Right?
Right.
You're right.
Yeah, and your workout clothes are already folded and ready to go.
Your coffee's already brewing, so to give you that little pick-me-up before you go. So that smell, the cue, is now engaging you to remind you that, oh, shoot, okay, I got to get up and go for a run. So that new you has systemized the lifestyle.
100%.
You made it a point now to be like, okay, it's called habit stacking, right?
Yes.
I wake up, so then I have to include a cue after I wake up to remind me to do certain things.
Well, and here's the thing, right? People don't realize that. So when they come in, a lot of people will come in, and we've seen so many people, thousands over the years, and they'll come in, they'll be like, all right, so I'm going to start this program, right? And then so when am I going to be fit? Like by next week? 2 weeks from now? It's like, no, okay, understand that you are 50 pounds overweight right now, not because of one night of binge eating.
Yes.
It's because of all day long, every day for the last 25 or 30 years of your life of bad habits and bad decisions for your health.
Well,
It was a stack.
Well,
It
put it this
wasn't
way.
just like one good, kale salad meal that's going to get you there.
yeah. So you don't when you get a Blu-ray disc, you can't put it into your VHS player.
No.
So this is
not
the exact same.
compatible.
Like it's not compatible.
Yes.
Right? So just because you want an outcome, because you want
Yeah.
this 4K look to watch
Yeah.
a movie, yet you don't have an upgraded system to be able to operate that.
That upgrade system. Yeah, that
What the
upgraded
fuck
system.
you think's gonna happen? You could shove that shit in all you want and turn that on in the VHS, but the VHS is not gonna read the 4K Blu-ray. What do you gotta do? You gotta upgrade your fucking package, bro.
And
That's all you gotta
and when
do.
we talk about upgrading your package, that's your mindset.
Yes.
That's your habits. That's like, and we're talking about habits a lot. It's because that's what everything mounts up to in life. Every single response that you may have to any stimulus to you comes down to the habit of doing it, right?
Yes, and the reason why you want to make sure it's a habit and you create these new habits is because you're not that fucking smart, right? Your willpower and your drive and your motivation will dwindle. You are an operating machine. You're systemized. You operate on automation. Okay?
Yes.
Everybody, you have to understand that you're not smart enough. Your willpower is not going to be strong enough to withstand.
And
your
constantly, all day.
every single day, with all these fucking things.
Come work one day at Strengthen You and see how strong your willpower is for cheesecake and bad food.
Straight up, though, right? So this is why you have to automate your life, just like the automations that I'm doing back end stuff. It has to be automated.
Yes.
Just like that, like you learned the other day. There's right? They even go through the same verbiage, triggers.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, for sure.
And automations.
Automation,
triggers,
triggers, yeah.
Something triggers
Yeah.
an automated
craving,
response.
yeah.
Which now triggers another response.
A response, yeah. And
until
then the reward.
And then reward.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we know this on
marketing.
the subconscious. It's marketing. It's marketing.
It's marketing.
It's relationships.
It's relationship. It's everything in life.
It's us in the human body. It's the universe if you think about it.
It is.
Man.
It is.
Right? The response is this, was triggered by this.
Well,
So
that's why in martial arts they use it so often of the term action reaction. When you do something, when you push on someone, that's going to cause a reaction. Usually they're going to push back.
yeah.
Right?
And if you're listening to this to think like, oh, I was looking for strategies and stuff like this. Is a fucking strategy.
This is your strategy.
This is the ultimate strategy because
This
if
is
you
your
do
strategy.
not look at your operating system at the core of it, how you're triggering yourself throughout the day, how your environment. If you hang out with your friends 5 days a week and all your friends don't give a shit about working out and they eat like shit, what do you think is gonna happen?
And that's a huge thing. Your environment causes a lot of cues and triggers for your bad habits already. You don't even know that yet.
Yeah.
So think about the groups that you surround yourself with, because if you have people who like to hang out, drink, and eat, all the desserts and all the good food stuff at bars, and then you have a group here that their practices are to get up early, they do cardio together, they'll go to the gym to work out, they'll have a smoothie after, coffee, and then they'll go to lunch and at a healthy place or whatever. It's like there's a huge difference.
Yeah.
And you'll see the difference in their body, in their energy levels, in their mood. If you want to be this fit person, right, or to get fitter than you are now, you cannot hang out with the same people that got you to that, I'm sorry to say, that fat state. Mm-hmm. You can't. Right? It's kind of like if we want to level up as an entrepreneur, then we cannot, surround ourselves every day with, let's just say, a startup person's mentality. It's really
the scarcity mentality.
Exactly, because you know what? At the end of the day, that's not. You just said it yourself. That's not who you are anymore.
No.
You have to, you have to cultivate at the level that you're currently at, or where you want to be, even all the more. Mm-hmm. Right? So meaning if you're currently in your mindset, oh, I'm this, out of shape, 50 pounds out of shape person, and I'll never get to the gym, and I hate sweating, I hate working out. Well, that's got to change.
Yeah, the verbiage, right?
Your mentality.
Your association,
and again,
association to it
those
too.
those things that go in your head, the small little language, comes from the people around you, comes from your environment. A simple thing as you following foodie blogs triggers your cravings for food.
Yeah. So unfollow them.
Unfollow that shit. What's in front of you, but you have to recognize. It's in front of you. And the thing is, with social media and marketing and everything these days, there's so many things in your face at once. You can't quickly, you can't respond to that shit quick enough, or to even determine it. And this is why you say you got to automate that process.
Yeah, and that's a huge reason why people binge eat when they're sad and stuff like that, because there's that association to, okay, that whether it's when your upbringing was, hey, I know Filipino families, happiness and stuff like that surround food, right? So of course, naturally, you're going to be like, oh, fuck, I'm sad. The first thing I know systematically in my brain is eat, because that makes me feel better.
Yes.
But then that
makes you feel full and you're like wholesome.
But it makes you feel good.
Yeah.
That dopamine hit, the
of
sugar
course.
rush or whatever
yeah.
your thing is. If you like the salt, the
salt,
fats,
the fat. Yeah.
Right? So now you're feeding yourself the necessary things to change your state. Now you're reliant on the food now
100%.
to switch the state. So you have to recondition that, right? So what is it? If you like, so what I did was, okay, I like sweets, right? Everybody knows that I like chocolate. So what I did was I trained my fucking ass off and then made a chocolate smoothie and drank it right after.
Yeah.
So that association now of me finishing a workout and feeling
Is
good about it
rewarded
is
with a
rewarded
chocolate,
with that
cold chocolate shake.
and
Yeah.
even still to this day, I crave chocolate because after my workout.
Yeah.
Till this day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's not like that,
That's why you
see
blend
me-
the shake the first
like,
thing. First thing
see
you do
me
is
that
blend the
shit. You
shake.
see
Yeah,
it all
nice
the
cold.
time.
Yeah.
I always reach for a chocolate shake, but that's because
That was your reward
that's-
system for working out hard.
Yeah, right. So if you, so what is, it's called what's it called it's associating things. Okay, what you need to do with what you have to do. So the trigger of what you need to do versus what you have to do. So if you want to lose weight, but you have to finish emails first, right? So you would put your phone down. You do the weight loss stuff. You do maybe 20 push-ups. You do a small circuit, and then answer your emails. Right, so you do it first, and then
Yeah.
get the reward.
Yeah.
So reward first, but the thing that you want to do with things you need to do.
Things
so
you
stack
need to
that
do,
together.
yes.
So as time goes on, that association of, I need to work out with, I need to finish what I'm doing will be reinforced.
Well, and it's kind of like now you're correlating as opposed to separating. I don't have time for that.
Yes.
Because that's a big thing that's always going to play in your head. Oh, I don't have time today.
Yes.
I don't have time. Yes, you do have time.
Yeah.
You do have time. It's what you put your time into.
Yeah, because
Right.
it's not, make better choices. It's not about making better choices, man. It's what triggers those choices.
And here's a big factor that people don't even think of. It's when you're stressed out about this whole I'm not losing weight, the scale's not moving, right? My clothes are still as tight as it was on day one. You're causing distress in your whole system.
Yes.
I don't know if people understand how the body works, but your neurological system works together. Your brain, so what you think eventually goes into the chemical balances or imbalances of your body. And this is caused by hormones such as cortisol, such as estrogen, such as progesterone. So when you have these feelings of doubt and sadness of I can't succeed in my goal of fat loss, or I'll never be fit, I'm always going to be fat. Those things are what holds on to your fat.
Yes.
Those
So it
are
reinforces that.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
reinforces. It actually holds on. And chemically, it has been studied that, yes, you start retaining water once you're stressed.
Mm-hmm.
So that bloat that you feel in your stomach, that extra film of water, that I'm soft and pudgy feeling, comes a lot from hormonal response.
So it's not because I ate all that ice cream last night.
Well, it's the strain of your body having to break
Oh,
that
yeah.
down is what
Stressful.
the hormonal response.
Fucking stressful.
Right? That's stress.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
so understand that, people. Remember, there's good stress and bad stress to everything, right? So when
You know what's crazy thing is the power of that is that you're not supposed, like mentally when you're doing something,
Yeah.
right? You're not supposed to be. You
Yeah.
already know, like in your head, you're like, I shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
But it's so powerful, like the stress hormones and stuff like that, that it triggers certain things. And
But that's the reward that it gives you.
but isn't that's the craziest thing, especially with addicts? What they say is like, you know what you're doing,
Yeah, it's true.
and you know what you're doing when you're doing it,
Yeah, it's true.
but you're still doing it.
I know. It's true.
That's why it's never enough, man. It's never enough for willpower because it's not like you are automated, man. You're
so
automated.
Let's give these people a plan, because this is what they're looking for essentially. Okay, so number one, we're gonna say, hey, check your lifestyle. Make a list from top down what you do all day long from the moment you wake up.
Wait, when you wake up.
When you
Literally.
wake up, do you brush your teeth right away, or do you pick up your phone right away?
Write it down.
Write it all down. Do you pee? Do you go number two? Do you write it down?
You put your clothes on
And the
first,
biggest
you
things
go
are
downstairs, have
you're gonna
coffee.
identify, okay, the things that one are useful to your goal and give them a check mark, and the ones that are useless or has nothing to do with your goal, you're gonna put an X on it. That's what you got to do. Number one thing is assess your life and actually physically take that shit down. If you're serious, you're gonna do this.
Yes.
Number two, check your circle. Who are you around? Who's your surroundings? What's your environment like?
Yeah.
If you're
before that, and adding to your number
Yes.
one, yeah, take out all the bad stuff or unuseful stuff, but then figure out what triggers to implement or steps to implement within those positive steps in
Yes.
your daily routine that you could implement and add so you could start triggering better responses throughout the day.
Yes.
For example, that putting your
Your
running
running
shoes
shoes.
beside your bed.
Uh-huh.
put that there. What triggers that though? What will trigger that when before that, right? On your bedtime routine, what triggers are gonna surround yourself with to remind you that you need to put your running shoes there? So it's not just put you need reminders for reminders.
No, yeah, of course.
You need triggers for reminders.
That's why it's called a process,
right?
And it's a daily process.
So if you're usually going to the gym after work, I would put my gym bag in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
So you're always reminded, like,
Right.
oh shit,
I'm going
it's
to the
right
gym. Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Right. So stuff like that you could implement to kind of mindfuck you to go do what you need to do.
Yes. Yeah. Number 2, we already said, check your circle. Find a group that has, like goals like yourself. If you want to be a healthy person, you need to surround yourself with healthy-minded people.
Yes.
Right? Not people who are constantly, hey, let's go to the next diner, let's go try the next food truck, right? Like if that's your circle, you're not going to get fit that way. I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
You're eventually going to break at one of those events or one of those fucking things, right?
Yeah, your circle shares some level of importance with each other.
And to be honest with you, I would get a coach. We're massive believers in coaches because even as entrepreneurs, we get coaches such as mentors, and even in fitness, I like to do wrestling, so I get Farshad, I adapt him as a coach. I like to box, I get Robbie as a coach. Jiu-jitsu, I get Arthur as a coach, right?
Yeah.
So it's great to have coaches. It doesn't mean you're any lower. Actually, the best of the best, the greatest of all, get coaches. Because they know the value of one.
Of course.
And those are the people that should be in your head the most.
Everybody has Olympic athletes have coaches.
100%, man.
Like
100%.
multi-billionaires have coaches.
Yes.
Like,
Number 3, do an actual visualization. And when we say this, you have to know what you're after. If you want to be this fit person with 6-pack abs and whatever, what does that feel like to you?
Yeah.
What does it look like? What does it look like? What does it feel like? What kind of gym are you working out at? How much time are you putting into that? To the point when we train out there on the floor, for myself and for our clients, it's you have to go that deep so that you actually work that hard because you're thinking that you're actually fitter than you are right now.
Well, it's in life. You get what you think about all the time.
That's fruition.
So if it's like leaving, your windshield when you're trying to drive to Disneyland, for example. You're leaving you can't see the road. You're trying to get somewhere, but you can't see it. You don't know where it's going. You don't know when the next exit is.
But you already have this excitement feeling of, oh my God, there's the Magic Kingdom. The gates are gonna open, and then I'm gonna be greeted by.
What do we do when we book a fucking vacation?
Yeah, already.
You see it in your head. I'm on the beach.
I got a Corona.
Or
I got a margarita.
I'm gonna talk to these type of women. These women are gonna be there. I'm gonna grab a chick and talk to them.
It's such a strong, powerful tool, but they don't use it.
We do that all the time for dumb shit.
Yeah, but we don't use it for actual
we don't
goals.
do it for ourselves. We don't have the audacity, but okay, Carlo, you're going to look like this. I'm going to visualize it. Your chest is going to look like this. Your abs, your back is going to be ripped. Your shoulders going to be bulging out like that. And I see it. I see it now. And every time I look in the mirror and I work out, every rep, a micro step
yes.
towards it. And I see it. I visualize my delts looking the way they should be. But this is the most powerful thing.
It is.
Arnold did the same thing. Anybody who's super successful is belief. They visualize it every single time.
And they believe it. They are already living that person.
Yes. So you have to start having the audacity to be that person.
Yeah, you're already that.
Give yourself the
that
fucking
is
permission.
The biggest
Give yourself
thing.
the permission to do that, to be that, to see it in your head, but then you have to fucking execute the hell out of it.
And guys, have a plan, execute that shit, and just believe.
Everything.
Trust in the process. It will happen for you.
Micro steps, man. Just keep doing it. Keep working at it. But it's micro improvements.
Yes.
1% at a time.
Yeah,
1% at a time.
1%
1% at a time. You're not going to overhaul your whole life.
Yes.
Right? Put the shoes there.
Yes.
Try for a week. Just
Try
put
it.
the shoes there.
Exactly.
That's
just
all
trust
you gotta
in
do.
it. Just trust in it.
Because the small little things become into big things, right?
Exactly.
Right? Momentum is a motherfucker, but it requires a lot of work
a lot of push to get to momentum.
So it's okay. Start with the shoes. And then, holy shit, okay.
I'm going to the gym, yeah.
Then what is it? Okay, I'm going to go to the gym 1 day a week this
Right.
week. And I'm going to go on Monday at 5 o'clock every day, and I'm going to do sets of a total body.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
That's all I'm going to do.
Small expectations
I'm going to put my
from
shoes
yourself.
in now, and I'm going to go to the gym 1 day a week, and I'm going to do a total body workout at 5 o'clock. Oh, shit, okay, now I got it. Okay, I'm going to add another day.
That's it.
Right? If it's super hard for you, it's not hard for you to put shoes in, right?
Yeah, you have to make it very simple for yourself.
Simple. Don't worry about
Yes.
You don't need these overhaul
big
transformations.
thing. No,
that's
no.
all bullshit stuff.
No, it's
that's
not.
that's headline catching,
it's
man.
the little habits that you form that equate to that major transformation
Yes.
at the end of the day.
Yes.
All right. So if you got any questions about this, and I'm sure a lot of you right now do, please hit us up at
Strengthen You on Instagram, STRENGTH, the letter N, the letter U, or BTS at strengthenyou.com.
and we would appreciate it if you share this episode if you did get something out of this.
Yeah, you got a lot of shit out of this.
Yeah,
today,
we gave
boy.
you a lot out of this, so hopefully you share it with somebody and hopefully they benefit out of it. But we appreciate you. Thank you very much for watching and listening.
See ya.
Bang.
Bye.